Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. This morning we'll be taking a look at a bunch of exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Don't forget to check out the TipRanks expert page if you want to unlock the wisdom of over 8,000 Wall Street analysts and hundreds of corporate insiders and hedge funds. The Expert Center is available on the website and the mobile app. Links will be in the description down below. Now let's get right into the morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are in the red this morning. Currently, Dow futures are down 0.44%, S&P 500 futures down 0.67%, while NASDAQ futures are down 1.05%. Microsoft is working hard to save their $69 billion acquisition of Activision. Microsoft President Brad Smith is expected to go meet with the Federal Trade Commission in an attempt to help save the mega video game deal. This follows the news that Microsoft and Nintendo have come to a deal that will bring Activision Blizzard's best-selling video game, Call of Duty, to Nintendo's gaming platform for 10 years. They've also extended a similar deal to Sony, but that offer has so far been rebuffed. In a recent op-ed piece, Smith said that Xbox remains in third place in console gaming, stuck behind Sony and Nintendo, and that Microsoft has no meaningful presence in the mobile game industry. The comments are an effort to sway the FTC to not block the deal over antitrust concerns. Analysts currently rate the Microsoft stock a strong buy with an average upside of over 20%, and the Activision Blizzard also rated a strong buy with an upside of nearly 20%. Pharmaceutical giants GSK and Sanofi are on the rise this morning after a Florida court ruled out thousands of potential lawsuits regarding the heartburn medication Zantac. A U.S. district judge in West Palm Beach dismissed the lawsuits that claimed Zantac can cause cancer. Jefferies analysts had estimated liabilities of the drug makers could have reached $8 billion for Sanofi and $17 billion for GSK if the claimants were able to prove the cancer link. But the judge said that the plaintiff's scientists systematically utilized unreliable methodologies to try and prove that the drug was a carcinogenic. Southwest Airlines, the LUV stock, is reinstating their dividend. They are bringing it back after the last dividend was paid back in March of 2020. They've declared a dividend of 18 cents per share, which is in line with where it was at when it ended back in 2020. Their chief executive office said that today's announcement reflects the strong return in demand for air travel and the company's solid operating and financial results since March of 2022. Analysts currently rate the LUV stock a strong buy with an average upside of 24%. MasterCard announced an increase to their dividend of over 16%, plus a $9 billion share buyback program. This brings their quarterly dividend up to 57 cents per share, up from their prior dividend of 49 cents per share. It'll be payable on February 9th with an ex-dividend date of January 6th. Their new buyback program of up to $9 billion of their stock will be effective once their previous $8 billion buyback program is completed. Analysts currently rate the MasterCard stock a strong buy with an average upside of nearly 14%. And ahead of an investor event tomorrow, Lowe's has provided updated future outlook and announced a new $15 billion share buyback program. They're now anticipating total sales of $97 to $98 billion, ahead of the estimates of $95 billion. Marvin Ellison from Lowe's said that we are building on our momentum with the next chapter of our total home strategy designed to enhance our omni-channel capabilities and position Lowe's as a one-stop shop for DIY and pro customers to get everything they need across all of their projects. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 16%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the after hours today, we'll be hearing from GameStop, C3AI, and Rent the Runway. Last night, MongoDB stole the spotlight. They are up 26% in the pre-market after having a solid earnings beat. The company reported surprise earnings per share of 23 cents, which was 40 cents higher than analyst expectations. Meanwhile, their revenue of over $333 million grew 47% year over year and was over $28 million ahead of analyst estimates. Future outlook for the next quarter and the full year were also ahead of expectations. For 2023, they're expecting revenue of $1.257 to $1.26 billion, ahead of the $1.21 billion anticipated. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 63%. In the pre-market this morning, we did hear from Thor Industries. They posted impressive results on earnings and revenue, but did have some cautious commentary for the future. They saw their earnings per share of $2.53 beat expectations by 76 cents per share. Revenue of $3.11 billion was down 21.5% year over year, but still did beat by $240 million. Their CEO said that following a record 2022, the RV market has been negatively affected by macroeconomic headwinds impacting our consumers and independent retailers. They're working to augment production levels with the pace of softening retail sales in fiscal 2023, and inventory right-sizing is expected to be a big task. We heard from furniture company Lovesac beating on both earnings and revenue. They did have a Q3 loss of 55 cents per share, but that was 17 cents better than expectations, while revenue of $134.8 million grew over 15% year over year and was $340,000 ahead of expectations. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with a massive upside of 265%, but all ratings are still from 3 months ago. And we heard from Campbells Soup, also coming out with a beat on earnings and revenue. They saw earnings per share of $1.02, 15 cents ahead of expectations, and revenue of $2.58 billion, up over 15% year over year, and $140 million ahead of expectations. But the stock does just have 2 ratings, both coming in with a sell and a downside of 12%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by MongoDB following their earnings last night. Trading under the ticker MDB, the stock is up over 26%. They're followed by Roivant Sciences under ROIV, up 10.5%, and New Fortress Energy under NFE, up nearly 4%. Our biggest losers this morning are led by a company called Welltower, though I wasn't able to find any distinct news on the decline. Trading under the ticker WELL, the stock is down 8.34%. They were actually just overtaken by Ollie's Bargain Outlet as the biggest loser under the ticker OLLI, down 8.4% after their earnings report, and GDS Holdings under GDS, down 6.2%. So that is going to be everything for Wednesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and say good morning in the comments. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you back here next time.